Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about who is returning to the Arrowverse as the Flash show wraps up. Now, the Flash show is, like, season 9 for the Flash is coming out either this coming up Wednesday, or the following, either like the 8th or the 15th. I think it's coming out on the 8th. And so, as that is as the Flash is coming upon us with its final season, let's see who is like returning to the Arrowverse. Let's get reminded who's returning to the Arrowverse for its final season, because I know I talked about it a little bit. The end is nigh. I think they meant near for the Arrowverse. The once-dominated television franchise is winding down with The Flash Season 9, which aims to offer a long-time fans one last hurrah by bringing back some familiar faces. Several factors led to the cancellation of the shared universe, including Warner Bros. Discovering new strategy for handling DC comic movies and TV shows, funding cuts to broadcaster the CW, and, let's be frank, waning interest from fans. There's no shame in any things here, however, as the Arrowverse has had nearly unprecedented run, with a combined total of 37 seasons and just shy from 700 episodes expected by the end of the Flash final entry. With that in mind, there are plenty of material for the Swan Song to draw on, but with only 13 episodes to tie everything up, the showrunners have placed their focus on 5 key characters, including the one that started it all. Stephen Amell is coming back as Oliver Queen Green Arrow, which was announced like last month, late December to like last month. It's when it was announced that Oliver Queen will be coming back. I don't know how, but he will. So who is Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow? The hero in which the universe was built, Oliver Queen was a plotted billionaire who became a hardened vigilante after 5 years spent fighting for survival on a hellish island. Upon returning to civilization, he made it his mission to clean up the crime-ridden city where he was raised. In the final season of Arrow, Oliver sacrificed his life to put an end to the devastating crisis on Infinite Earths, which has left fans puzzled as how he will return, whether by flashbacks or a parallel universe or flat-out resurrection. Expect this to get people talking. I mean, Barry Allen, he traveled back in time to get Leonard Snark to help him with something after what I guess now is considered as Earth Prime. Earth Snark had died while he was a Legends. So, like, they could easily, like, have Barry Allen go back in time asking Oliver for advice. That's another way that they didn't mention is essentially a version of time travel. And they don't even need the Legends to do so, even though that show is cancelled. But still. On his return, Amell said, "I'm coming back for the 9th and final season of The Flash. Why? Doesn't matter. How? Doesn't matter. Greg Berlanti called me up and said, The Flash is ending. Would you like to? And I said, yes. You don't even have to finish your sentence. Don't ask me any fucking questions about it. Just tune in when it airs later this year." What else has Stephen Amell been in? Amell broke out in the cast of the edgy HBO series Hung before landing the role of Oliver Queen. Since bowing out of the Arrowverse, he has fronted sci-fi movie Code 8, which is a good movie. I am tempted to make a review of that. And a wrestling drama, Heels. And now we also get David Ramsey is coming back from the final season as John Diggle's last Spartan. Who is John Diggle Spartan? John Diggle was reluctantly assigned to be Oliver Queen's personal bodyguard, stroke babysitter, when he returned to Starling City. He had seen Oliver. But a profound friendship ultimately formed between the two of them. He became a crucial asset in enabling Oliver's daring ideas, later joining him on the front lines as a helmeted vigilante known as Spartan. As the conclusion of Arrow, John discovered a Green Lantern ring, but has since declined the enormous power it contained over fears it would tear him away from his wife and children. What else has Stephen Ramsey been in? Ramsey has been recurring roles in the U.S. drama Dexter and Blue Bloods, but his time has been taken up largely by various Arrowverse projects since joining the franchise in 2012. And I heard that David Ramsey was wanting to make this show called Justice U, which is about him mentoring young people who has powers like young metahumans. Whether that show takes place or not, who knows? Because that show has a potential of still going on Superman and Lois' Earth, which, with how things are going with the CW and DC and Warner Bros., I don't know if we're going to get a Superman and Lois season 4. Season 3, yeah, for sure, but season 4, I don't know. Anyways, Javicia Leslie as Ryan Wilder's Batwoman. Which, Batwoman is arguably the worst show in the Arrowverse. Because when Kate Kane was Batwoman, we couldn't get 5 seconds per month without getting reminded that either her or someone on the show was gay. Then when Ryan Wilder replaced Batwoman, we couldn't get 5 seconds without being reminded that someone was gay on the show, or that Ryan Wilder was black. Especially in the first season when, with the whole black bait, which was annoying. I'm surprised that show got season 3, to be honest. Let's be real. Anyways, who is Ryan Wilder, Batwoman? Ryan is the second person to take on the mantle of Batwoman in the Arrowverse, after Kate Kane stepped away from the role, a storyline born out of Ruby Rose quitting the show. She spent 2 seasons in the Cape and Cowl, which saw her go up against Kate's maniacal sister Alice and other fearsome foes from Gotham City. In The Flash Season 9, it is rumored that we will see both Ryan as Batwoman and an alternate version where she has become Red Death, a villainous version of the Gotham's resident vigilante powered by the Speed Force. I mean, I still don't get why they didn't go with Batman, especially since they technically already casted a Bruce Wayne for Earth Prime, so it would be... I would love to see the actor who they cast as Bruce Wayne be Red Death. And I know I'm not talking about Kevin Conroy, because, yeah, technically Kevin Conroy was also Bruce Wayne in the Arrowverse, but he was a different Earth. They played this whole Hush storyline that lasted 2 episodes, I want to say. And so we gotta see what the Arrowverse version on Bruce Wayne would have looked like. And I would have loved to have seen him as Red Death. Besides, Ryan Wilder being Red Death. I wouldn't have minded Ryan Wilder coming back as much if they had Bruce Wayne being Red Death. Is that just me? I don't exactly have an overarching issue with Ryan Wilder outside of like every 5 seconds we had to get reminded that she was a black lesbian, pretty much, on the Batwoman show. That was like my biggest gripe with her. Outside of that, I didn't really have any issues with the character herself. So, am I the only one who feels that way? Let me know. What else has Sophia Leslie been in? Prior to landing the Batwoman role, Leslie appeared in the television drama The Family Business and God Fronted Me. Last year she featured in Prime Video rom-com Something from Tiffany's. Now this, admittedly, it's like, for me, it's one of my favorites. Like, Stephen Amell's obviously my main favorite that's coming back. But this is one of my favorites because this character is, for me, was one of my favorite sidekicks to Supergirl. I even have her skin in her costume set, whatever the proper term is, in Fortnite, which you guys can see in some of my Fortnite streams. And that's Nicole Maines as Nia Null Dreamer. Because I'm still confused how she got her powers, because apparently her powers gets inherited by every like female in the family. Nicole, like, Nia Null is a transgender, born a dude, transgendered into a woman. No issues with that, by the way. I'm just saying it right now. I have no issues with a transgender character or hero. I am still wondering how, like, the whole, like, power thing works. Because maybe I have to rewatch Supergirl, the season she was in, like, first introduced. Guess maybe I missed something, but shouldn't her sister have gotten the powers then? I am interested to know. Because Dreamer's a new character. I just want to understand how, like, the whole power thing works fully. That's just me. Anyways. Who is Nia Null Dreamer? Dreamer is a character originating from the Supergirl series, who appeared in seasons 4 through 6 on the sci-fi drama. The former political speechwriter revealed herself to be an alien from the planet Notor, with the ability to see the future and project her astral form. When last we saw her, she was embarking on a romantic new relationship with Brainiac 5, nicknamed Brainy, following the defeat of Lex Luthor and his associate, Nyxly. Dreamer made history as the first transgender superhero to be regularly featured on a television show. What else has Nicole Maines been in? Maines has also appeared in television drama Good Trouble and Yellow Jackets, while she is known for supernatural comedy films Darby and the Dead. Like, if there was like Guardian, Dreamer, Brainiac 5, Martian Manhunter, Supergirl's adopted sister, and I feel like there was like 2 more that were Supergirl sidekicks. And Martian Manhunter is my favorite sidekick to Supergirl in the show. Oh, and Miss Martian, I want to say too, was in there. But I did enjoy the whole Dreamer character, not necessarily because he was transgender, which I think that's why they were trying to get us fans to like her, because he was a transgender mostly. I can't explain why I like the character per se. But I can tell you it's not exactly because She's a transgender. I can't tell you why at this moment in time. Maybe after rewatching Supergirl seasons 4 through 6, I will be able to find that answer. But as of right now, I can't give you an answer why I like Dreamer's character. So, anyways, and I'm sorry if I butchered his name, Keon Lonsdale as Wally West Kid Flash. He has been underutilized. I felt like he should have had his own show. Because I really enjoyed Wally West. Sure, he was kind of a bitch at first when we met him, but it was understandable. It was very understandable why Wally West was a bitch when we first met him. And I'm happy like Joe West and the West family and Barry didn't give up with him, because this person gets yeah, I really enjoyed Wally West, and I think that Wally West was really underutilized. He should have been more prominent in the Arrowverse. I think he should have came back in Crisis. In my opinion. Sure, he might have not met Oliver, and there was ways that he could have been in Crisis and didn't meet Oliver. I mean, they did that with Black Lightning, right? So I don't know. I would have loved to have seen Wally West be in the Arrowverse a bit more than he was. That's just me. Anyways, let's go. Who is Wally West Kid Flash? Wally West is the brother-in-law to Barry Allen, who became another Arrowverse speedster after gaining powers from the sinister Dr. Alchemy. He wanted to be an important ally to Team Flash and later joined the Legends of Tomorrow for some time-hopping adventures. Kid Flash has been absent for the last 3 years, so fans will be keen to find out what exactly he's been up to. Like I said, I would love to have seen him in Crisis. Because who knows, maybe he I guess you can say the reason why he's been hasn't been seen in 3 years, because it took him a bit of time to grieve the loss of Jesse quick, and he needs to find himself again without any other metahumans. Closest thing. But like I said, I would have loved to have seen more Kid Flash in the Arrowverse. With that said, what has Lonsdale been in? What else has Lonsdale been in? Besides his recurring role in The Flash, Lonsdale is known for playing Bram in 2018 rom-com Love. Simon and its streaming spin-off Love Victor. He also appeared in Teen Dystopia movie, the Divergent series, Insurgents, and sequel Allegiant. And The Flash Season 9, besides the notable guest stars, The Flash Season 9 will see the return of the show's regular cast, led one final time by Grant Gustin as the titular science-turned-speedster Barry Allen. Here's a reminder of the full cast. So, Grant Gustin as Barry Allen, Kenneth Patterson as Iris West, Danielle Panabaker as Caitlin Snow, Dylan Nicolette as Cecile Horton, Kayla Compton as Allegra, Brennan McKnight as Chester, John Core as Mark Blaine, Jill Blaine, J.C.L. Martin being Joe West, Richard Harmon being the new Captain Boomerang, Andy Mitos as Hartley Rathway Piper, Sendol Ramathri playing Ramsey, Damon Pelletier as Keith Kenyon, Matt Ador who plays Jacob Jacob Burge, John Weasley Snipes as Henry Allen, Michelle Harrison as Nora Allen, nice touch, and Patrick Sabornq as David Singh. I'm disappointed, though, that we aren't getting Cisco Ramon back. I am fairly disappointed that we aren't getting Cisco Ramon back, because he was like one of my favorite characters in Arrowverse. I feel like Chester is supposed to be his like Cisco's replacement, and I don't have any issues with Chester. It would be nice to see Cisco returning for the final season of The Flash. And maybe he is. Maybe they're trying to keep him as a surprise. Maybe he's going to be like Felicity Smoke and come back for the final. Felicity Smoke and Ragman and come back for like what they did with the Arrow and come back for the final episode of Arrow. But with Cisco Ramon, him coming back as the final, like for the final episode of Flash. Who knows? And maybe they're trying to keep that as a surprise. But Cisco Ramon is seriously one of the best parts of the Arrowverse and Flash show. And it would seriously be a shame not to bring him back at least one last time. And he doesn't have his 5 powers anymore. So it'll be just Cisco Ramon. It'll be nice to see like the original Team Flash reunite one last time. It'll be a missed opportunity if they didn't do that. So that's just me. So I'm hoping that will be a surprise. I know we're like about a week or 2 away from The Flash, so coming out, so I'm looking forward to that. What do you beautiful people think? Let me know in the comment section down below. This article will be in the description. So if you guys want to read this for yourself, so I'll hear my voice and my input, you guys can. That said, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.